Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be recapping NBA opening night as there were a total of 12 games today. I know opening night was yesterday. You saw, the Celtics, looking at the Kristaps Porzingis picture. I know you saw the Suns and the Warriors play, and you saw the Lakers and the Nuggets play, but that's only four teams, tipping it off. That's the official opening night, but this is opening night for a good majority of the NBA. 24 teams playing their first games of the 2023-24 season tonight. You had some great games. You had some great performances from guys like Cam Thomas from the Brooklyn Nets, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Luka Doncic played great tonight as well. Trying to think of some other guys at the top of my head who had a really good game tonight. Donovan Mitchell had a great game for the Cavs tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a great game. Surprisingly, Harrison Barnes had a great game for the Kings as well. Today was it was great to have basketball back. I love the Wednesday slate of games in the first, when the NBA season starts. It's one of my favorite parts of the NBA season starting back up. Let's recap today's games. All right, starting off with the Hornets and the Hawks. The Hornets beat the Hawks 116-110. Hey, before I do get into this game, I'm also really glad to be doing these NBA recap videos. Last year, I had the pleasure of doing NBA recap videos for every single game, or for not for every single game, for every single night after NBA games, and it was so fun to do that last year. I'm so glad to do that again this year. So here we go. Another year of doing these NBA recaps every night. All right, Hornets beat the Hawks 116-110. PJ Washington has 25 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And also Mark Williams with a double-double with 13 points, 15 rebounds, 3 steals. And Terry Rozier had 24 points and 5 assists. LaMelo Ball, terrible shooting night, going 4 for 15. But at 15, 6, and 10. So near triple-double for LaMelo. And Brandon Miller in his NBA debut had 13 points. So not bad for Brandon Miller. Shot 3 for 7 from 3. And then for the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, a terrible shooting night. 4 for 19, 1 for 9 from 3. 14 of his 23 points came from the free throw line. He had 23 points with 9 assists. Also, DeJounte Murray was terrible. 3 for 14. 11 points. Jalen Johnson had 21 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. Celtics Knicks, Kristaps Porzingis makes his Celtics debut against his former team, and the Celtics win at 108-104. Was one of the best games of the day. Porzingis had 30 and 8, while Jason Tatum had 34 and 11 and 4. Those two guys combined for a total of 64 points and 19 rebounds, and they even combined for 8 3-pointers as well. That duo is going to be incredible to watch this season. Jaylen Brown had 11, 6, and 5. Drew Holiday had 9 points in his Celtics debut. For the Knicks, both 24 points for Emmanuel Quickly and R.J. Barrett. Julius Randle near triple-double, 14, 11, and 7. Brunson, 15 points. That's going to be a fun Celtics team to watch this year. Rockets, Magic. My Houston Rockets lost to the Magic 116-86. This is a much closer game than you would have thought for a 30-point outcome. The Rockets were really close in the third quarter. They were down one a couple times. But then the Magic kind of went on a little bit of a run at the end of the third and found themselves, they found themselves up by 18 points at the end of the third quarter after just being only up 1 point. And then the Houston Rockets just had no energy after that. And just tough performance from the Houston Rockets tonight as they lose this one 116-86. The Rockets did have a really good start to the third quarter, and they were playing great defense. They were shooting great from three, courtesy to Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. But then the offense got cold, the defense got cold, and once the Magic started to go on a little bit of a run, and next thing you know, they're up 11, the Rockets truly had no answer for the Orlando Magic. 14 points for the following players for the Rockets: Alperen Sengun, Fred VanVleet, and Dylan Brooks. Both Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet went 4 for 6 from 3 tonight. But Sengun only played like 28 minutes, and he had a near triple-double, 14, 8, and 6 for Sengun. Jalen Green only had 10 points. For the Orlando Magic, Paulo Banchero, 12 points, Franz Wagner, 19. where their scoring came from was off the bench. I mean, Jonathan Isaac 11, Cole Anthony 20, Gary Harris 11. Anthony Black had 5. Also Goga Badazi. I know I didn't say his name right. 7 points. Their scoring off the bench was their bench scoring tonight was great. Really good for the Magic because they win this one by 30. Another blowout. The Pacers beat the Wizards 143-120. 24 points for Bruce Brown in his Pacers debut. 20 and 11 for Tyrese Halliburton. And then for the Wizards, 25 for Kuzma, 18 for Jordan Poole in his Wizards debut. Then the Miami Heat, the Pistons. The Pistons outscored the Heat by 7 in the fourth quarter and nearly came back to win this ball game. I think they were at one point they were down 95-77 in this ball game, if I'm correct. And they came back and made a huge run. I think they were down 95-77, if I'm correct. And they made a huge run in the fourth quarter. And next thing you know, they were right back in the ball game. And they had a chance to win the ball game. Cade Cunningham had a chance. He had a great game, though. He had 30 and 10. And he took a shot. It was great coverage. They double-teamed him. And I don't even think he got the shot off, but he didn't even make it anyway. So he win this one 103-102. Bam Adebayo, 22 points. Butler, 19 and 13. Hero, 16. Duncan Robinson, 15. For the Pistons, 30 points for Cade Cunningham. Oscar Thompson, his rookie debut, 4, 7, and 3. Jalen Duren, 17 and 14. Isaiah Stewart with 14 and 14. Then Cavaliers and Nets, one of the other best games of the day. Cavs beat the Nets 114-113. Donovan Mitchell makes the game-winning three-pointer to win them the game. What a performance for Cam Thomas, 36 points. He only played 25 minutes. Mikal Bridges also had 20 points for the Nets. Ben Simmons with 4 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Good performance from Ben Simmons. He only took 6 shots in this ballgame and made 2. So I thought Ben looked really good in this game. Didn't look too bad defensively either. For the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, game-winning 3, and 4 steals. But how about Max Strus, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 7 for 13 from 3. He's going to be a great addition for them. Isaac Okoro also had 18 points. They were without Jared Allen. Raptors beat the Timberwolves 97-94. Great win for the Raptors. 22 points for Schroeder. 20 points for OG Anunoby. 15, 7, and 6 for Siakam. 17, 8, and 5 for Scotty Barnes. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, 26 and 14 for Anthony Edwards, 19 and 10 for Karl Anthony Towns, 15 and 13 for Rudy Gobert, and 10 points for Naz Reid. The Thunder beat the Bulls 124-104. DeMar DeRozan scores 20, and that was really it. Zach LaVine only had 16. Vucevic had 11 and 10. For the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander near triple-double, 31, 5, and 10. I guess that's not really a near triple-double. Chet Holmgren in his NBA debut, 11, 4, and 3. Good win for the Thunder as they win this one by 20. Pelicans beat the Grizzlies 111-104. Great win for the Pelicans. I'm saying the Grizzlies are not going to be that great this year. I know this is one loss. It's against the Pelicans, but they have a lot of injuries. Brandon Clark's going to be out till end of February. Steven Adams out for the season. Ja Morant's going to miss the first 25 games. The West is hard. I really don't see the Grizzlies being as good as people think they will be. The Grizzlies will still be a very solid team. Even though they lost by 7 tonight, they were pretty much getting dominated in this game by the Pelicans. I mean, they were up by, I think they were up by 10 at halftime. They were up by 12 going into the fourth quarter. They just got outscored by 5 in the fourth quarter. So the Pelicans really dominated the Grizzlies in this game, 111-104. For the Pelicans, Zion 23 and 7, Valanciunas 12 and 12, CJ McCollum 24, 4 and 6. Herb Jones also had 13, 8 and 3. For the Grizzlies, 17 for both Marcus Smart and Xavier Tillman. He also had 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Desmond Bane had 31 points and was 5 for 10 from 3. Great performance from Desmond Bane, though. Kings beat the Jazz 130-114 on the road. Great win for the Kings. 33 points for Harrison Barnes. 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists for Domantas Sabonis. 18 points for De'Aaron Fox. And that was really it for the Jazz. 24 points for Jordan Clarkson, 19 points for Lauri Markkanen. Then one of the best games of the day, Mavericks-Spurs. The Mavericks win this one 126-119. Victor Wembanyama's NBA debut. He only played 23 minutes but had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Great performance from Wemby in his first NBA game. Also shot 3 for 5 from 3. Also, Keldon Johnson, 17, 9, and 7. Zach Collins, 14. Devin Vassell, 23. And Trey Jones, 16. For the Mavericks, Luka Doncic, I think, had the best performance today. 33 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists with 2 steals. Kyrie also had 22, and Grant Williams had 17 and 6. And how about the rookie Derek Lively, the second, stepping up in his first NBA game with 16 and 10 and 1 block, rookie center. And then the Trailblazers and the Clippers. The Clippers beat the Trailblazers 123-111. Portland Trailblazers, we'll go over them in a second, but the Clippers, Paul George, 27 points, Kawhi, 23, Zubac, 20 and 12, 11 points and 13 assists and 5 rebounds for Russell Westbrook, 17 points for Bones Highland, and that's it for the Clippers. And then Portland Trailblazers, 20 points for Malcolm Brogdon, 13 for Jeremy Grant, 4 and 12 for DeAndre Ayton in his Portland Trailblazers debut. Scoot Henderson has 11 in his NBA debut. Robert Williams has 10 and 7. Shaedon Sharpe has 14, 6 and 3, and the Clippers win it. All right, let's give out some awards for the day. Best player. This was a very hard one for me. Down to the wire. I had to go between. I was down between Cam Thomas, Luka Doncic, and I even thought about giving it to 2 players, giving a duo award, which I've never really done, to Kristaps Porzingis and Jason Tatum. But after further thought, I think the player of the day has to go to Luka Doncic. I mean, can't give it to 2 players. I don't think you can give it to Jason Tatum and not give it to Kristaps Porzingis. I think both of those guys were a key part of the Celtics win today. And as for, Luka, they get the win. He has the triple-double, 33, 13, and 10. Cam Thomas, only reason I don't want to put him, even though he had the most points by any player today, his team did lose, so that makes it a little bit more hard. Best team of the day. This one's another hard one for me, but I want to go with the Celtics, but I'm gonna go, and this one could get some hate, but I'm gonna go with the Indiana Pacers. They scored 143 points. It looked pretty good offensively. They had some great ball movement. A lot of assists today for the Pacers. I really thought they looked really good today. I know they were playing the Wizards, but 143 points is a lot of points there. Moving the ball really good, and they looked really good. So I'm going to go with the team of the day. Just as right now, I'm just going with the Pacers. I think you can give it to the Celtics. You can give it to the Mavericks. You could maybe even give it to the Kings or the Clippers, or even the Thunder. But I really think the Pacers did a really good job today. And then, yeah, that's really it. I mean, best team, best player. That's it for my first NBA recap of the day. Sorry if there was little mistakes there. I haven't done this in 4 months, so I'm getting used to it again. But that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out.